Good morning from Forks, Washington. Hey, this is the Town Motel, and man, it is probably one of the best motels I've ever been in. So we got about a 45-minute drive to the trailhead. I'll show you kind of around the motel here real quick, and then we'll get to the store. I need some wipes, man. I need some wipes. I forgot that. I'm always forgetting stuff. And then we'll get on the road and get to the trail. The only thing I didn't like, the shower was super hot. I basically had it on cold and it was practically scalding. But at least you got hot water. I've been to many motels where there was absolutely no hot water. So this is a really nice place to stay. There's a lot of different trails that I saw on the way. So if you need a pit stop, clean, kind of quiet, this is the place to be. There are other options too. There's cabin rentals and other things, but I'm liking this town. I'll come back and stay here and do some other trails in the future. Alright, so if you need to resupply or get supplies before you head out on the trail, they have an Outfitters here in Forks. I love this store. They got everything, camping gear, clothes, boots, you name it, they got it. All right, I am loaded. Lunch, some snacks, and a little dessert tonight. All right, we gotta get rolling. All right, we are at the South Fork Hoh River and the Trailhead. This is a little bit south of the Hoh Rainforest. Now, I hear that that's super busy all the time. This is a little less traveled trail. The ranger, when I got my permit, he was like, "Hey, you're the first one." So, but I did see someone walking their dog. So maybe a couple people will be back there. We're currently in the DNR, Department of Natural Resources, Washington State, but it's about a quarter mile in, turns into the Olympic National Forest. So, got all the gear on the ground here. I had to bring an extra bag just to hold all the camera gear and everything. So, here's the entrance to the trail. All right, we are at Big Flat Campground. It is quite beautiful. Not too bad of a hike. Just if you're gonna bring camera equipment, bring a bigger bag. Well, we made it to Big Flats and there is nobody around, and it is absolutely beautiful out here. And it's a great day. Trail wasn't too bad, a little muddy in some places, but all in all, it was quite an easy trip here. Now, I've spent a lot of money in the last year on camping gear, more than I should have, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can find good, inexpensive gear at Walmart, Target, even REI has some good stuff. Now, I've kind of put together a little system for $200 or less, and I've kind of separated into 4 main groups, where you got your big 4, you know, your tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and your backpack. I budgeted $100 for that. Then you've got your cooking, water, and cleaning, and I've budgeted about $60 for that. And then your accessories, about $40. And then if you have anything left over, then you can buy some extras. So let's go over all the gear that I brought with me on this trip. Now on top of the pack, I've got an Ozark sleeping pad. I think I paid 26 bucks for that. And as one of my accessories, I have my camping chair. That was $6.99 at Sierra Trading Post. These are the poles for my tent. On the sides, I brought my rain jacket and my rain pants. Here on the front, got some waders if I need to go in there. Now here is my tent, and you know what I looked at, you remember I found that in the store? This little tiny little saw. I'm gonna see if that works. We'll see. Alright, there's my tent, and that's another Ozark tent. One man sleeping. Take the top off. Here on the side, all my water gear. Now in there is my Sauer squeeze, so that's the main thing you need to get. Got my jacket. Now we're out in bear country, so unfortunately, toilet paper, I had to bring a bear canister. And it's gonna be tough to get out of here. Let's go over. Oh, got my tarp, some gloves. There's the bear canister. Man, normally I wouldn't have to take this, and so I could squish this stuff more, but have to bring it out. Brought myself a little towel from home. Had this light already. Some chopsticks, the tent stakes, and on the bottom it says Ozark from Walmart 30-degree sleeping bag. Now this thing is gigantic and it takes up a lot of space. Now this 30 liter bag, this guide gear, I have a video on that, and you can look at the review on that. But this takes up so much room. If you're going to splurge on something else, get a compact sleeping bag. And then I've got this Ozark knife. Now it's from Walmart also. And that's about it. Gotta bring one of these, poo shovel. And you know, everyone's got a knife laying around. So for my $100 on my Big Four, I've got my sleeping bag, which I paid $26.95. The Ozark sleeping pad, which was $27.94. The tent, that is the Ozark one-person tent, and that was $26.95. And my guide gear backpack, I paid $22.49. And so that ended up being about $104, so I'm a little bit over on my $100. Then for my cooking gear, I've got my water filter, the Sauer Mini, which was $16.99. Toilets and meds and all that kind of stuff. You just put that together from your house, but you can budget about $10 for that. Then I've got my fuel, which is the Sterno cooking kit, and my cleaning kit. I budgeted $5. Typical cleaning stuff. Now, for accessories, I've got my paracord knife that I just showed you, and then my outdoor products tarp, and that was a $9.97 at Walmart. And then my Quest pillow, which I don't have right now. Now, I mentioned before I had a little extra money because my accessories cost a little bit less, so I had this stool from Sierra Trading Post. And so that's about it. Let's all set everything up and see what it looks like. This is my window for today and tomorrow. Well, this is a tiny little thing, Let's see what it'll do to this pile. Yeah, I'm not going to chop that up with this thing. I'm going to try it out for little branches. Let's see what happens. Well, it's a flimsy, but dry wood cuts good. Makes it easier to break too if you can't go all the way through. Just like that. Not bad. The Googlins. Kind of flimsy, but it works, and it's so lightweight. It's amazing. All right, I got neighbors. Sounds good. How's it going? Doing good. All right, so I'm glad I got neighbors. So my bear fear index is going down. So at least they'll get eaten too. Now, and I don't fear a lot of things in life, but bears I sure do. They're unpredictable. People, they're predictable. Bears, unpredictable. All right, good to have neighbors. One thing I like about Washington is you can just go about 45 minutes down a dirt road and be in the middle of nowhere. Set up camp, have a campfire. It's really beautiful out here. Cheers. Well, it's been a great day. So appreciate you coming along. Tomorrow morning we're going to have scrambled eggs. Well, actually an omelet, hash browns, and some bacon. Then we'll continue on the trail.